In the previous video, we proved this identity, which was achieved by expanding this and expanding this, and as they are equal, we can put the coefficients of x to the power of r equal in both sides, and we end up with this identity. Now what we are doing is we are trying to solve the second part of this question basically 2018 extension 1. So 2018 extension 1 and question 14. Part BI, we already done that, and part BII is we are about to do. So we got this identity. There are, which proved, as I said in the previous video, there are 23 people who have applied to be selected for a committee of 4 people. The selection process starts with selector A choosing a group of at least 4 people from the 23 people who applied. Selector B then chooses the 4 people to be on the committee from the group selected the selector A has chosen. In how many ways could this selection process be carried out? Alright, so we've got 23 people. Selector A chooses, at the start can choose 4 people, and then selector B has to choose all 4 because we need 4 people. In the next one, selector A can choose 5 people, and out of 5 people, that selector selector B can choose 4 people. And in the next bit, the selector A chooses 6 people, and then the selector B chooses 4 people out of them. So then the number of ways this process can be done is this. So the selector A out of 23 people chooses 4, and then the selector B has to choose all 4 of them. So 4 out of 4. Choose 4 from 4. Then in the next bit, the selector A chooses 5 out of 23, and then the selector B out of this 5 can choose 4 people. This is the number of ways this can be done. So we basically multiply them together. Multiply the number of options the selector A has, and then by the number of options the selector B has. All right. Next bit is out of 23 people, the selector A chooses 6, and out of 6 selector B chooses 4, and this process continues until out of 23 people, selector A chooses all of them, and out of this selector B chooses 4. So that's what we are trying to find. One thing is important here, we are not worried about people who've been chosen. So it is a different type of question if they say again how many ways that 4 people are chosen. If you are trying to answer that, obviously it will be 23, choose 4. We are interested in the ways this process can be done, the number of ways that they are going to choose them, not the final result of the members of the committee. Okay, so that is important to notice that this is only and then talking about the process itself, not the result. All right, so from previous part which we have that, if you look at it, N has been replaced with 23 and R has been replaced with 4. And in the next bit we have N again 23 and R plus 1 is going to be 5 because R is 4. And then you've got again 5 and R is 4. So in all of them, when you look at it, you see that this is the left hand side is exactly the same as this with N replaced with 23 and R replaced with 4. Okay, so now we know that this is equal to that, then using part I, with N equal to 23 and R equal to 4, we will have this sum, so this the sum above, I'm talking about this, will be equal to what the part I is saying that this sum is equal to N choose R 2 to the power of N minus R. So it's going to be N choose R, and N is 23, 4, and then 2 to the power of N minus R, 23 minus 4, which becomes 23 choose 4 and times by 2 to the power of 23 minus 4 is 19. So 2 to the power of 19. That is your answer. 23 choose 4 times 2 to the power of 19. All right, thank you very much for your attention.